Hey, this is Food for Your Soul quote number 3. I'm going backwards on my Instagram. Follow me over at I am Ava Shree on Facebook. And thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Here is the next one about toxicity. Toxicity is real deal. Protect your mind, body, and health to secure your wealth. Simple, right? I'm going to go off the caption on this one as well. Never get too busy where you forget to always keep a safe place of peace. A safe place of peace. Anything or person that compromises your internal space of peace, reevaluate their value in your life. Remain rational as possible so you don't make irrational decisions based off your emotions. It's a Zen thing, it's a balance thing, it's looking at the big picture, the incorporation of things, where it is and who it is that you are, where it is that you aspire to be, but not even just that. Anything that compromises every stage of these things, every stage of your goals, every stage of your family life, every stage that accomplishments is not compromised by by toxicity, things or people or places that will darken that will take away and not add value to that. Those things that you need to reevaluate, those are the things that you need to shed, because your accomplishment and strides up to this point, it does matter. Do we have to talk about them and say them all the time? No, hopefully it's evidenced in your life. But make no mistake, don't let anybody come along in your life and devalue something that has never been tangible for them, that they've never touched. I've noticed a lot of times people always say, well, you talk about this, or you talk about your degrees, or you listen, until you have those things, don't talk to me about talking about them. Do you know the sacrifices? Until you understand the sanctified sacrifices of what I had to go through, don't talk about them. Don't assume that it came easy because of the look of things. I don't, even if you did, if it wasn't accolades, if it wasn't school, if it wasn't this, every entrepreneur has a business plan. Every entrepreneur has a vision. It takes a lot of execution steps to do that, and a lot of execution steps that's daily, that's hourly, that's minute by minute. You have to make decisions that are crafty. You have to be connected to the right resources to elevate. Listen, don't minimize somebody with your toxicity of what it is that you possess inside of you. That's an irritant. And on that post, you see that I posted the picture irritant. It begins to, like this scarf, it begins to it begins to irritate your neck. It begins to create a rash in you. It begins to irritate your well-being, your mental, your health. It tears down. It corrodes your steps. It corrodes your mindset. It decays your thoughts. Yeah, it chews away on it like a bad tooth that's starting to rot. It gets on your nerves, and then all of a sudden your nerves are exposed, and now it has begun to get infected. It decays, it corrodes anything that comes in contact with it. It's the same thing about toxicity in your body. It creates afflictions, ailments, health scares. And all of that contributes to your wealth, because guess who's really trying to cancel out your wealth? Your generational wealth. It's the devil. All of these things that are playing out is our choice to see who we're around, who we go in business with. But the blessings of what God shows you you're supposed to be doing, the devil is playing with that. He's attacking that. He's attacking your mind. He's attacking our body. So guess what? We have to remove as much physical, natural toxicity as possible. But living in this world, in this life, just reading Instagram and social media is toxicity. You have to put limitations. You have to put boundaries. And you have to have cutoff times of how much of that you can withstand. Because it definitely will leave a rash. It will leave an irritant. It is making irritant deposits into your system. And you have to make a decision. If it's compromising and devaluing my body, my mind, my health, my decision making, it got to go. Period, point blank. And it's not that you're going to be exempt from it. You're going to encounter it. But hopefully we'll get the tenacity to be like breezing through it. Sometimes we get stalled out because we really didn't know something was so toxic until we got way deep into that thing. But listen, you can look and walk past the mirror and not see the image that you would prefer to have seen or once had seen on yourself. We just have to have our spiritual eyes open to know that spiritually we're out of alignment. Spiritually, we're out of will. Spiritually, we're out of God's way. And we have to bring that back into alignment, because that is your foundation. That is your base. No matter what religion you believe, that is your base, your zen and your balance, your spirit. You have to protect what's here. That is your formation. That is your base. When that is off, there's nothing much you can do that's effective. Over time, it just be like, ew, God, ooh, I got to get out that stink. Or I'm pulling everybody else out they stink. I can't get out of my own stink. I've been there. You know, when you pray for other people, people forget that you need prayer. When you go into warfare for other people, people forget that you need help, that you need warfare prayers, because toxicity has to find a residence. Okay? Let me say that again. God. Toxicity has to have a residence. It has to set up shop somewhere. It has to dwell within somewhere so it can create the havoc and the chaos and the confusion and draining you so that it can prevail to block your blessings. Toxicity, whether it's addiction, whether it's people, whether it's places, whether it's things. Toxicity is real. Don't let it come into your life. And when you notice any devaluing to your character, to your health, to anything that is not like you, know your substance, know your worth, and know it got to go, because that's an irritant. It's sent as the disguise of an irritant. It's sent to deflect and deter you from where it is that you're supposed to be going. And you can be there from 1 day to 6 years to 10 years and not even know it. I pray that your spiritual eyes have awakened. I pray that you would have an awakening in your spirit, that anything that's not pure will be aborted, and that you will make the decision to pick up your weapons of warfare, that you will have your armor on, and that you will say, God, give me 1 day at a time to send your angels and just shield me of these things, and to teach me, to develop me even further in what it is I need to know to guard those things that are precious to you in me. All right? In Jesus' name. Until next time, God's love and God's peace to you all. Truly, Ava Sheree.